This is what you get for procrastinating and not starting filming when the sun is out. The sun goes away. Hi, my name is not Esther. You can call me Anna. So this video is technically the second challenge video for the Harry Potter rereadathon. Thank you, Sun, for joining us. Hosted by Ashley and Jules. But I'm a terrible drawer, so I'm not going to draw. I'm just going to talk about the books. And this time, I am not going to have one of these because it was literally so traumatizing last time. I'm not going to have one until maybe the next video when I can get my sister to do it with me. You have to do it with me, please. Otherwise, I'm not ever. Anyway, so instead of doing one of Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Beans, I decided that I would try some other Harry Potter lollies. So I have here jelly slugs and chocolate frog. I'm gonna have one of those maybe a bit later because I want to talk about Harry Potter. So week one, obviously we read The Philosopher's Stone, sometimes known as the Sorcerer's Stone in weird countries for some reason, which still doesn't make sense to me. Sun, please stay. The main things that stuck out to me when I was rereading this book, literally just how abusive the Dursleys are. They're so terrible, and it's said again and again that Harry is like miserable. I just don't think it's spoken about enough that yeah, this family is really, really terrible, and Harry is miserable for all of his formative years, and then he gets to find out that he's actually a wizard and he goes to Hogwarts and he makes friends for the first time. I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea. Send him to the Dursleys, it's fine. Oh yeah, I checked on him a couple years ago. He's fine. No, he's not. Another thing that I noticed when Hagrid comes to get Harry, he gives Dudley a pig's tail, an actual pig's tail, and he doesn't reverse it later. No one comes back to fix it, so Dudley has to have that surgically removed. I don't know about you, but for me, that would be really traumatizing. And I get it. You're like, oh, well, Dudley's a terrible boy anyway. He deserved it. Like, really? I just want to talk to somebody about Dudley's character development because he goes through something so traumatizing, which would be a perfect excuse and reason for J.K. Rowling to have him completely hate the wizarding world like his parents for the rest of his life, and yet he comes to a point where he says to Harry, you saved my life, and he's actually like, he wants, I have so many emotions. Okay, the other thing I thought was funny, and if you're on Goodreads, you probably have seen all this from me anyway, but it doesn't matter. When Harry was talking to Hagrid, but what does the Ministry of Magic do? And Hagrid's like, their main job is to keep it from the muggles that they're still witches and wizards. Everyone would be wanting magic solutions to their problems. So here's an idea. Why don't you create a department in the ministry that is specifically designed to fix muggle problems? I'm just saying. It would be a great idea. And then if they didn't already know and you were doing like solving their problems in secret, and then it did come out that their wizards and witches exist and everything, I'm sure that the muggles would actually be a lot more accepting if they found out that you'd secretly been helping them instead of just being selfish and just sitting on your butts. I will also forever be questioning why Hermione had to lie about the troll and why she was in the bathroom. Like, can't you just say you were upset? Or was she afraid that would get in more trouble? Because like, it's either you got in trouble for chasing a troll or you got in trouble for hiding in a bathroom for crying. Why don't you just tell the truth? I don't know why. Alright, moving on to the second one, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is this week. So the main things from reading this, I didn't write anything on Goodreads. Apparently I read it too fast. I'm sorry. Let me try and go off the top of my head then. This book literally introduces you to Ginny properly because she's mentioned in the first book but not enough. And I mean, if you've only watched the movies and you think of Ginny, you're probably just thinking of some love-struck girl who is, you know, just, I don't know, she's just kind of, there's nothing much to her in the movies. I can't think of anything interesting about Ginny in the movies. But if you've read the book, I just whacked myself in the head. But if you've read the book, and especially this one where Ginny, it just blows my mind because Ginny has this diary and she starts writing in it. She's 11 years old, okay? I'm sure if you were 11 and you had a diary and you wrote in it and it wrote back to you, you would be pretty excited. So she writes in this diary, and not only is she writing and Tom Riddle is writing back to her, but he says he charmed her, okay? So he literally becomes her friend. And then Ginny finds out or realizes that this friend is actually taking control and doing bad things through their friendship. And it really freaks her out and she feels like she can't tell anyone because it's such a bad thing. And of course, I mean, if it was me, I'd feel so stupid because it's like, well, duh. My father, who is someone who always tinkers around, has said, you know, don't trust anything if you can't see where it keeps its brain. And so she'd feel stupid and feel like, oh, I can't tell anyone because they'll just tell me that I'm so dumb. All this stuff. I just want to like, I just need to like, give her a hug, okay? And oh, She's precious and she needs more love. And if you've only watched the movies and you haven't read the books, what are you doing with your life? Please read them. Ginny is amazing and I love her. I think that's all I can say at the moment, because ultimately I would need to make like separate videos for every single book, but I haven't done that, and I'm reading too many other books as well at the moment, so you're just gonna have to wait. I mean, if you want me to rant about each book for like an hour, tell me and I'll consider doing it in the future. I have started reading The Prisoner of Azkaban, and yes, I swapped covers. Okay, because I was reading these ones because I was like, well, they're the first ones I read, these covers, and so it's kind of like nice. But this one is actually one that I was given by my friend Katie, one of my best friends actually. I love her, and she gave that to me, and this is us being all cute. She gave me this copy of The Prisoner of Azkaban because it is her favorite Harry Potter book as well. I think I've mentioned it in a video before. When I give books to people, sometimes I like to write in them, like write, you know, as I read it, I'll write my thoughts and things like that. So I once did that for Katie, and she wanted to reciprocate, and so she got this one and she wrote in it. I don't know if you can see, but like the writing all through it. Oh my gosh! I'm so excited. So I started reading it and then I was like, it's not even week 3 yet of the challenge, so maybe I should stop, and I have other books that I'm meant to be reading. So I have kind of put this on hold, started reading it. I'm so excited because it's just like reading it with Katie, and I love it. So next week I will make the 3rd challenge video for Prisoner of Azkaban, which is the book whisper challenge, and hopefully I'll have my sister for that and she can eat a jelly bean and puke. I love Harry Potter. Oh, I also recently bought Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit in like this really adorable travel size, and it's so fun. And the first game that I played, I tied with a friend who is also a Harry Potter nerd, so, but I technically won. It's just that there were 2 in first place. So now, since I have ranted about the books and told you that I bought a Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit game, and that next week hopefully I will have my sister here, now that I've got that out of the way, I'm going to have a jelly slug. I'm going to tell you what I think of them. Are they like, oh, they are flavored. I'm going for a pear flavored one. They look kind of like crocodiles. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like they're ridged. That makes me think of a crocodile. Definitely tastes like pear. It's like I'm actually eating a pear. All I want from this is a collectible card. I have been so good, and I haven't opened them yet because I figured I have to open it on camera. She's a Hufflepuff. I am pleased with this outcome. I dropped Pomona. Time to eat chocolate frog before it jumps away. Not too shabby. I really like the fact that they've made them like the ones that move, because magic, obviously, they don't sit still in their photographs. This chocolate frog chocolate is actually good. I was kind of expecting it to not be that great, but I could eat another one. So that is all for my video this week. If you want to see the next challenge video that I'll be doing for the Harry Potter rereadathon, you should subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified when I upload that video. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Goodreads, all under the same username of Hufflepuffism, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao for now, monkeys!